Hello, Data Protection Excellence Network, fellow compliance and data governance professionals. So this month, our theme, as you can see on top, is about ethics and data governance, especially in light of data innovation and AI, right? Rapid deployment happening in 2022, and hopefully this figure, my AI data governance conscience will speak to me. Especially for you guys, right, who are in this position where your company is deploying these sort of technologies, you need to be involved in the discussion. So what can you do? So firstly, why are we talking about AI? And what could be some potential issues? Well, if you look at it, it can have unconscious bias or operating issues, right? And that's something that, companies need to have a board, right, or at least even a committee looking at this before deploying out, because it can involve, like I said, automated decision making, and this is actually now being looked at even by the regulators. Next, we actually have also put up multimedia articles, right? So there are 4 things to look out for. One is looking at your AI contracts. Next one is that how to integrate ethical principles in software architecture. Board of directors, what are your involvement? And AI governance framework. So we actually picked out in our CXO roundtable where we have the IMDA, somebody from AI governance, we had the chairman of the ethical and responsible use of AI, a professor from University of Haifa on AI, and a data protection lawyer to discuss issues on governing AI and privacy in ASEAN. So take a look at that, and especially also socialize it to your management. Well, what else do we have? Well, we have an FAQ video, right? We actually picked out the highlights, and you may want to look at this. Every week we put out 2 videos. So we have FAQ video. We also have the data breach video from global case studies that we have done. And these are short and sweet, basically to keep you guys updated, right, on short potential issues that you want to actually highlight to your team members or your companies, and use it really to socialize it internally, right, to raise the level of competency and awareness. What else do we have here? Well, what you can do actually is to upgrade yourself, right? So if you look at it, we have the data ethics and governance framework course, and we also have the mobile app privacy course and a few others. So even taking on certification, I think it's already mid-2022. It may be worthwhile to look at, a roadmap of where you are going towards data governance, and even if you have committee, to upgrade them, right? And speaking of upgrading people, well, go join this webinar. If you're HR and you're looking at roadmap of development for staff, especially DPO and the committee. So we have this webinar coming up, talking to HR professionals who either been arrowed the job of DPO, or you are looking at, training the company, especially in data protection for DPO and the committee. So come and check it out, and have questions. We answer that directly. We've actually dealt with many HR professionals, right, especially about road mapping. Next, if you're in the medtech sector, this particular sector now is also going through as a service, right, intelligent medtechs, where now you're also capturing data at the same time. So this is something to be aware of. How do you manage this evolution, right, when you're moving from devices to intelligent devices, and what are the issues that you can potentially come up with, and some of you even using AI, right? So this is something that we hope that we have put together a very comprehensive treatment of issues surrounding ethics and data governance, especially with AI and data innovation. And we hope to see you, right, in one of our events, right, whether webinars or physical, or even one of our courses, and join in our discussions on the social media. We have LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and also our forums within DPEX network, which is free to join. So I look forward to interact with you, and really keep coming with your questions, and we will put out content, right, related to what is most current for you and what's most useful in short bite size, and we'll get the right experts to answer as well. So thank you very much from the Data Protection Excellence Network.